Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ooh, he's running, he's running.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting,
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
well, you would think it'd be pretty easy.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Being chased and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit short. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
On their own side of the field. Close to the 50, but their own side of the field. They only needed a couple of inches, and they were able to get it done.
And it doesn't matter whether you're a zone blocking team, a man blocking team.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and
So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. The best of the early games on Sunday may just be in Buffalo, where the Bills face a big test, as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. Good games in the late afternoon as well, one being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. And finally, a good one on Monday Night Football between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield,
so this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And New York set to take the field.
They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want...
Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's a 2nd down.
That is caught. It's the tight end, Tonyan.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He'll buy some time right.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people step.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
2nd and 5. And this one's incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. Then we're into...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Completes it to Davis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game. And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
107 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Miami, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do... Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The numbers a week ago from Melvin Gordon. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back to throw now on first down. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second and 1. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now back to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's brought down.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
21-0 our score after 1.
On 1st down, Gordon. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. Still fighting for more. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, he's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
On third down, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his first touchdown. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tonight,
nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll drop to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the numbers for Waddle in last week's ball game. He was the focal point. Big game, up over 200 yards and a score.
And one thing I do know, when you put up numbers like that, the next team you're going to play, unless they're extremely arrogant, all they're thinking is, what can we throw at him that's going to be different and is going to knock him off his game?
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Now a first carry from Melvin Gordon. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw here.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage. These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he is going to have the Dolphins. First down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll set up a throw. To Gordon, out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now Gordon. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was the Packers who get the win at home. Aaron Rodgers strong in the win as his guys start the second half with a victory that moves them to 6-3 on the year. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tom Brady leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Patrick Mahomes, excellent in the victory as his guys up their record to 7-2 now on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This is Gordon. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw here. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. A gain of 6 there on first. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. And it's a fumble. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Finding Gaskin underneath.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Holding on to the football, becoming a little... The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Dolphins. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll set up to throw. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning
the Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Finding Tate, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
He's back to throw. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense. So for Cleveland, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.
today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there right off the bat. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, Week 8 to be exact. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point, and you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them, and number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning it.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. A solid stiff arm. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the first play of the game.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon.
There's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On second down, it's Gordon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And out. And he will take it in. Front Dolphins touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy.
The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Gordon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. This, the 2nd meeting between these 2 division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, Gordon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Tate. And he works free. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're going to try and throw.
The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught right side, Tate. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're going to run. This is Gordon. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. But despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Again, he'll drop to throw. Fires this quickly to Tate. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw again. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the... Well, they're
their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. That is incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield anyway. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Michel.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go with Michel. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Michel. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old